I all. So for this video, we are going to look at the third method of finding an inverse matrix, which is using ERO. So before we start with the elementary row operation, we first need to write the matrix in augmented form. Okay? So the augmented matrix is where we write A on the left and I, identity matrix, is on the right. And we separate both matrices by these vertical lines here. Okay, so augmented matrix is not written like this. Okay, so this is the wrong way of writing augmented matrix. Okay, so there are three operations in ERO. Okay, the first one is interchanging rows, where you interchange ith row and jth row. Okay, number two is multiplying the row with a non-zero constant. So this is the way of writing the operations. Okay, and number three is we adding a multiple of jth row to the ith row. And this is the way of writing the operations. Note that Ri star is the new row. And the process of ERO changes our A into I, and the identity matrix will be changed into the inverse matrix. Okay, now let's take a look at the procedure for ERO. So there are 6 steps where we are going to change the entries of A into the identity matrix column by column. Okay, so that once we change A into I, the identity matrix on the right will be changed into the inverse matrix along the process. Okay, so for each column, we always start with obtaining the leading diagonal into 1. Okay, so let's say I'm going to write A, B, C, D, E, F, G, H, I, and this is our identity matrix. Okay, so since we are going to do it column by column, okay, so each column have 2 steps. So for each column, we always start with obtaining the leading diagonal A, E, and I into 1. Okay, so for step 1, A should be changed into 1, followed by D and G into 0. Okay, step 3, E into 1, followed by B and H into 0. And step 5, I into 1, and C and F must be changed into 0. Okay, so these are all the 6 steps for ERO. Okay, since your lecture notes already show you the steps for example 10 part A, so I'm going to explain the ERO steps using example 10 part C. So you can look back at your notes later and understand the steps once I explain to you in detail. Okay, so that's it for this video. Stay tuned. See you on the next one. Thank you and bye-bye.